I'm Kevin, and I'm joined by my co-host with Harrison Bader like hair.
Yeah, it's a weird ordeal. Katie is just proving to be childish.
Which is why I don't feel I would give $5 million to Jack Campbell.
I don't know. Baseball is one of those sports where anyone who makes the playoffs really can be a contender.
I think the Padres definitely do it.
I don't think Donovan Mitchell gets traded.
Kyrie Irving does have the track record of not being a great locker room fit, or even good locker room fit.
Bader got some luscious locks. I gotta say it.
This is Zach Bigley, the broadcaster for the Frisco Rough Riders, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin. You guys better subscribe.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. Things are starting to get tighter, surprisingly, with a lot of teams. There has been some changes, or games. I'm speaking for the Rangers, but it's not about the Rangers. But the Astros lose, and they're at 75 wins. But if you look at the AL top spot, Austin, you have the Toronto Blue Jays at 79 wins, who did lead for it. But then you look at earlier in the season, it was the Detroit Tigers, who are back atop of the AL number one seed with 80 wins. But there's plenty of things that could change. So I'm wondering, I don't think the winner of the AL for the regular season will come from the AL West. Talking about the Astros is 75, the Mariners is 73. But of course, it's going to be between the Blue Jays and Tigers. But I do think the Yankees could be a team, and the Red Sox as well, that can make a late push for it.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pushes. I think the Yankees have a chance because they do have a series against the Tigers and against the Blue Jays coming up. Same thing with the Red Sox having a series against the Yankees. It's going to come down to the wire. I think this will be a lot closer of a top seed to second seed than it will be in the NL. Right now, the NL lead is around 5 games for the Brewers over the Phillies. And even though the Brewers lost today, they still are doing solid over the last stretch. I do wonder if Toronto has it in them to win it or to get the number one seed. Because right now, it still is the Tigers. The Tigers are still the number one seed right now as it stands. But it's really close. And again, big series coming up for all these teams. It's just going to come down to who can actually beat the best teams in the regular season versus just beating up on bad teams.
Yes, and I think you have to look at the previous years of who is used to this spot. And of course, the Tigers were not the number one seed last year, but they had a late playoff push and a late push to get into the playoffs and winning their division. So to me, I trust them more they're used to this type of pressure. Whereas I think the Blue Jays aren't used to this type of pressure of being the number one team, being the team being chased down. And the Tigers, to me, make decisions on what they want to do and how they want to get there. Whereas Blue Jays, I think, are just, wow, this is really great for us. It'd be great to get to the playoffs. To me, the Tigers have they have their eyes set on proving people wrong and getting to that top spot in the AL.
Yeah, that's true. But both of those teams are 5-5 in their last 10, while the Yankees and Red Sox, who are both right now 3.5 to 4 games behind the Tigers, are 7-3 in their last 10. Both those teams are playing better right now. I think the Red Sox are going to have a serious chance of getting the top seed. They're playing well, and they're playing well against good teams. Toronto also did beat the Brewers as we record today. So it's going to be tight. What team do you think gets the top seed in the AL?
I'm going to go with the Detroit Tigers for the reasons I think, and you have Scooball. I think they're just really ready to get into the playoffs and have high seeding in that postseason.
Yeah, I don't know, because they haven't been winning their games as dominantly as a lot of the teams below them. Their plus minus is only plus 90. Boston's is plus 102. Even the Rangers is plus 92 to put that into perspective. So the plus 90 for the Tigers, they win a lot of close games. And I do think that their offense could slow down a little bit towards the end of the season, and that worries me some. I'm going to go with the Red Sox team in the top seed. They continue to beat really good teams up, and they're only 4 games back.
Yeah, they're a team that's starting to get hot at the right time, and it's really interesting to see them do that, especially after trading Devers. But they're a really young team, and Red Sox made another move to get rid of Walker Buehler because they decided to move him to the pen. So this is a team that's really, to me, exceeded expectations, and getting that number 1 seed would just emphasize that point even more.
Yeah, that's true. I think whoever gets the 1 seed or the 2 seed, I don't know if the 1 seed is as important as just making sure you don't play in the wild card round. Getting those top 2 seeds is extremely important. And I agree with you. It is probably going to be the Tigers and one of the 3 AL East teams that avoid playing in the wild card round.
Yeah, and the AL East, it's tough to predict who gets that AL East spot because they're so close to each other. And by the benefit of that, they could get the AL top seed. Just because you mentioned the Red Sox are your pick. They, of course, are tied with the Yankees. At 76 wins, the Yankees have 61 losses, while the Red Sox have 62 losses. But that's only 3 away from the Blue Jays, and they are divisional rivals. Or divisional. They're in the same division, so they're going to
Well, like I said, the Yankees
Yeah.
series coming up are Astros, Toronto, Detroit, and then Boston.
Wow. Yeah, that Boston Yankee series could determine a lot at the end of the season.
100%. Not just for seeding, but also, I mean, you got to think about this right now. They play each other if it stands right in a 3-game series. And the home team for all 3 of those games will be the team that finishes higher. Right now, the Yankees are the higher of the 2, but it's going to be decided based on that series that comes up soon. If they do, both make it.
That would be huge, given just the rivalry between the Yankees and Red Sox, of course. But a lot of new faces, and the Yankees are doing this while they're struggling with injuries, compared to the Red Sox, who have made decisions to get rid of players.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm curious. Red Sox and Yankees are in the same spot. What led you to choose the Red Sox over the Yankees?
The Yankees have struggled to win against teams that they need to beat, and that's something you can't be doing at this time of year. I do think the Yankees make the playoffs, but whether or not they're going to be able to actually hold their own against teams that they should hold their own against, well, that's wait and see.
Yeah, that's a great point. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens, because it is kind of shockingly just happened where a lot of teams are competing for the number 1 spot in the AL. And therefore, the team that misses it gets the number 2 seed, and both of those are helpful because of the buys. So that concludes what I have. I'll let you close this one out.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Please let us know what you guys think about the playoffs. Who's going to get the top seed in both conferences, and especially the AL.